the first thing we're going to do is you will go first. No, well, I'll go through the training first, and then at the end I will give you the link for the plugin that I'm actually using. Okay, but so what we do is we go to plugins, go to add new, and then you will have the plugin which you will have downloaded onto your computer. So you click choose file, and then you just type in the name of the file or search wherever you've put the file. So GDPR. Okay, so you'll just download that file, upload it should I say, and then press the install now button. So that's how you actually install it. Now you're going to need another plugin as well, okay, and it's a free one. And then basically all you do is if you go to plugins, you click on add new, and up at the top where it says search plugins, if you type in wish loop, like so, and then you'll see one comes up, terms of service and privacy policy generator. So I'm going to click install now, and I'm going to click activate plugin. Okay, so once we've done that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to settings, and then scroll down to the bottom where it says TOS generator, and I'll click TOS, which is terms of service generator. Okay, now this you need to change it for your own website. Okay, so the name of your business, whatever the name of your business is going to be. Okay, so just going to put web domination here, and then you can put the full name of your business. If it's a limited company, you just put, you can put limited or whatever it is. Possessive name could be your own name if it's just you. Okay, so the domain name that we're on today, so it's going to be for this one is Northern Ireland businesses.com. Okay. Going to just also save this. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I've just downloaded the Wishloop terms of service plugin, and I've just filled it out here with my own business name where it says name, full name, domain name, that's the website it's on. So this website is northernirelandbusinesses.com, and then the website URL, and then depending on where you are, you can put your where your local court is. So Ireland. Okay. Copy, and I'll paste that again. So where your location is, and then I'm going to click Save Changes. Okay, so what we need to do, right? So once we've put our business name and our website URL in here in this plugin, right? What we need to actually do is we need to, you'll see here, there's two little things here. There's a WLTOS and WL privacy policy. So I'm going to copy the privacy policy link. Just copy that, And then I'm going to go to pages and I'm going to click add new. So I'm going to name this page privacy policy. Okay, and I'm going to paste in this wee bit of code that I just copied, and I'm going to publish that. Okay, so now if we click on view page, you will see it will have created a privacy policy. Okay, now obviously you might need to change this. Okay, so you might need to change it you know, depending on what way you use people's stuff. Okay, you might need to change it slightly, but this will give you a privacy policy, and then you can just modify that to suit yourself. Okay, so that's the actual privacy policy. Now what I do here is I would put it under GDPR here. Okay, so if you go to dashboard and scroll down to menus, copy, actually before we do that, we'll copy the URL up at the top, okay, that we've just made. Copy this up at the top, and then we'll go back to or go to menus again. So appearance, menus. Okay, and then just go to custom links and then put that URL that you just copied from that page and just write in the link text privacy policy, like so, and then click add the menu. Right, and you'll see it appears here. Now what you want to do is you want to put it under the GDPR. So for it to appear under, it needs to be one click to the right under GDPR. So I'm going to just bring it up here under GDPR, one click to the right. And then it's very important at this stage to save it, because if you don't save it, it'll disappear. And next time when you go to use it, it won't be there. Okay, so we'll click save menu. Okay, and then what we want to do is we'll go back again to the terms of service generator. So if we go to settings, TOS generator, you'll see up at the top of the page it says WLTOS. Copy that. Okay, and then we're going to make another page. I'm going to click add new, go to pages, add new, and we're going to call this page terms of service. Terms of service. Again, you will probably need to modify this to suit your own, you know, you might need to modify it to suit your own company website, but this will actually give you terms of service, which is required. Okay, so if you click view page, we then have the terms of service page. Okay, so now the fun part begins. So now we'll go back into the dashboard, and the plugin that we've downloaded earlier, the plugin that we've actually purchased, we downloaded earlier, I think it was $27 or something. Basically we installed that plugin, and it's now appearing here. Okay, so if we click on WP GDPR fix, you're going to see your cookie consent hasn't been set up, your terms and conditions haven't been set up, your privacy policy isn't compliant, right to be forgotten, data access request, data breach notification has not been set up, etc., etc. Okay, so we'll just click on set up cookie consent. And you'll see here you can create your own notice, or you can use the default text and just modify it to your own use. So I'm going to click use default text, and you'll see now you have the default text, which tells people that this site makes use of cookies and may contain tracking information about visitors. Okay, and we'll click Save Settings. Okay, so then the next step, we'll click on Terms and Conditions. Okay, and then we'll select a Terms and Conditions page. Now I will select the Terms of Service page. Okay, and then I'm going to click Save Settings. And now what you want to do is you want to copy this up at the top, this little thing here, just copy it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Pages, and we're going to go to the Terms of Service page. Okay, so I'm going to click Edit, and then beside this little bit of writing here, I'm just going to paste this in, and I'm going to now update it. Okay, so what this means now is if someone comes to your Terms of Service page at the bottom, they need to click to accept the Terms of Service. They need to tick the box and click Accept. Okay, so that's now put a button for people to actually accept the Terms of Service on your website. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the dashboard, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go to, let's just check the cookie consent page in case I didn't miss something. No, I didn't. That's okay. Okay, so the next page is privacy policy. Okay, so select the privacy page. So we'll just go to send them the privacy policy. And then we'll copy this wee thing here up at the top. Save Settings. Okay. And Save Settings. And then you'll go to Pages, and we'll go to Privacy Policy. Edit. Paste. Update. Okay, so now if you go to our privacy policy, you'll see when you go down to the bottom, there's a little box for people to actually click and actually accept your privacy policy. Okay, so now we'll go back to the dashboard, and we'll go down to Right to be Forgotten. Okay, and for this again I'm going to use the default text. You could change it if you want for your own business, but I'm going to click Use Default Text. Okay, and make sure the email's right, an email where you're going to actually receive it when people put this in. Okay, so make sure you have the correct email address, and then you want to copy this wee bit of code here. Copy, and you want to make sure you save your settings again. And what we'll do is we'll go to Pages, and we'll click Add New, and we'll write the title Right to be Forgotten, and we'll paste in this little bit of code here and publish. Okay, and then we'll click View Page, and we'll copy this page, and we'll go back to our menus and custom links. We will paste the URL in here of the right to be forgotten page, and we'll just write in right to be forgotten. Okay, and click add to menu. And then once again, we'll save it in menu. Okay. So back again into, this time we'll go to data access. We'll click use default text, or you can make your own text to suit your own business, okay? But I'm just going to use the default text. And once again, we're just going to save settings. Okay, copy this again. And we're going to add a new page. And we're going to call it data access. I'm going to paste this in here again and then click publish. Okay, then we're going to click view page. We're going to copy the URL up at the top of the page like so. And then we're going to go back again into our menus. We're going to click custom links. We're going to paste in this URL from the top of the page, and we're going to type in data access, add the menu. Okay. Let's save menu. Now, in the meanwhile, if you want to get the plugin, if you go to asksotiris.com, okay, that's asksotiris.com/GDPR, that will take you to the page where you can actually buy this plugin that we're using right now to do this, okay? So asksotiris.com/GDPR. So we've done right to be forgotten, we've done data access, we'll do data breach, email, and again we can click here and use the default text. That's what I'm going to do, or you can create your own. Trying to make this as easy as possible for everybody, so we can do it this way. You might need to change it depending on your business or your company or how many people you have, or who you store your data with, but this will generally get your basic thing up and running, and you can go in at any stage and change this, okay? So, and you can also click here to send a data breach notification to your users. Okay, so we've saved that. That's done. Okay, now we'll go to data rectification. Again, we'll use default text. So this is for somebody who wants their data changed. Okay, so it's the default email. Once again, it can be changed. You'll click on save settings. And now what we'll do is we'll copy this code up at the top of the page again, and we'll create a page, add new, and we'll call it data rectification. Okay, and we'll paste this code and we'll click publish. And then once we've done that, we will go to Appearance, Menus, Custom Links, paste the URL from the top of the page. Oh, no, that's not the URL. Okay. GDPR, hold on. Wait a minute, we need to create the page, I think, first for that. I'm way ahead of myself. We've created the page. Okay, we've created the page. So I need to copy that page. Okay, and go to Menus, Custom Links, and then just type in Data Rectification. That's it, add the menu. And then again, we'll drag it in to the right underneath the other GDPR stuff, and we'll click Save Menu. Okay, so last but not least, if you're still confused after I've shown you this and you don't really want to have all this stuff for GDPR, what you can do is you can click here where it says EU visitors. Okay, and you can click do not accept traffic from EU countries, and you can redirect anyone from the EU, you know, to a page saying, sorry, we do not accept traffic from EU countries or somewhere else, okay? So if you really are pissed about the GDPR and don't want to be bothered doing anything about it, you know, you can just get this plugin and just basically redirect anyone from the EU somewhere else, okay? I'm not going to obviously do that now, right? You can also, if you click here, you can also unsubscribe people, okay? So use the default message for anyone who wants to unsubscribe, okay? And then save settings. That means they can actually unsubscribe. Okay, so we'll go now to WP-GDPR fix, and as you see here, accept EU traffic. Okay, your site is accepting EU traffic. You're compliant with the cookie consent requirement. We've got the cookie consent, we've got the terms and conditions written out, we've got the privacy policy done, we're also compliant with the right to be forgotten, data access request, data breach notification, and data rectification requirements. Okay, so now if we go to the site, and anyone's a problem, they click on GDPR, they can click on the privacy policy and read it. Okay, and then they have to tick and accept it. Data rectification, if they click on this, you know, they can say rectify my data. Okay, what do you want your data rectified on? WordPress posts, WordPress comments, or WordPress user data. Okay, they can put in what they want. Forget data, so if you want your data to be forgotten, what you want it of. Comments, posts, WordPress user data. Or if they want to unsubscribe, they can type in an unsubscribe request, put in their name and their email, for you to unsubscribe them. Okay, so that's basically the easy way to deal with GDPR without actually being a lawyer, you know, without actually being a lawyer or a, you know, getting a high paid lawyer to do your website for you or paying someone a fortune to do it for you. I hope that's a lot easier for you. You know, you might want to read through some of the privacy policies and maybe change it. For example, you know, if your, you know, clients are being stored with Aweber, you might want to put that, you know, you store names and email addresses and data with Aweber, you know, or if you have, you know, another solution that you store your people's details on, you might want to put in that they're stored in that particular thing. Okay, so but that should be you pretty much, more compliant than a lot of people, basically. So I hope you find that useful. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know a lot of stuff about the law regarding this, but I do think that this will make your life an awful lot easier anyway. So feel free to share it if you find it useful. Feel free to share it with your friends. Go to asksotiris.com. That's asksotiris.com /GDPR. Okay, and you'll be able to get that. Let me see if I can put it on a document here. Bigger writing so you can read it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is the URL where you can go to get the plugin. Okay, so that's asksotiris.com /GDPR. Okay, if you go there, get the plugin, and then you can follow the instructions in this video. I'll be leaving this video up in the Facebook pages. I will also be putting a copy of this training up on my website, which is asksotiris.com. You'll be able to find it there as well. Okay, so I hope you find that useful, and I will talk to you all again soon on the next training. Thanks very much.